Welcome to the official housing market podcast of the Massachusetts Association of Realtors. My name is Eric Berman, and I'm your host and the association's communications director. I'm joined today by MAR President-elect Ann Meswar, who is filling in this month for 2018 MAR President Rita Coffey. Today we'll be discussing the March 2018 housing numbers.
Hi, Eric. Thanks for having me on the podcast today.
Well, thank you, Ann. I appreciate you being here and making some time for us. So here's my first question. Median prices continue to go up due to lack of supply, but for the first time, the median price of a condo is up over the median price of a single-family home by more than $10,000. How did this happen?
Well, it's a combination of things. First of all, the majority of condominiums that are sold in the state are in eastern Massachusetts. Similar to some single-family homes, the inventory of condominiums is at an all-time low. So while there are new condos coming online, they're in the luxury market category. And also you have baby boomers who are now downsizing from their suburban homes to condos in the city. When you combine all this, the demand is pushing condo prices up. Condominiums used to be a way for first-time homebuyers to get in on the first rung of the home ownership ladder, but it's a lot harder for them to reach it now.
Okay. Thank you for that explanation. And what about closed sales?
Well, closed sales are down again in March. It's the same story you've heard before. It's very hard for year-over-year sales to go up when there are so few homes for sale. So realtors continue to report strong demand at open houses. They're often receiving multiple offers. I'm going to say it again. We need more houses for sale.
Well, I've said this throughout many podcasts now, and we keep banging the drum, and that's something you're going to continue to hear from us as we record these and as we talk about this need. So, okay, that obviously leads into the next question. What about inventory?
Well, just like you said, every month we find ourselves saying this is the lowest number of homes we've had for sale recorded for this month. That's the same thing for March of 2018. The number of single-family homes for sale and the number of condos for sale are down 30% compared to March of 2017. So it makes it very difficult for anyone in the industry and for those looking to buy homes. Sellers are getting great activity, but they're also finding it very hard to find a home to buy once their home is sold.
Okay, so, when talking to the media about inventory, I always use new listings added to the market to help as a complementary data set, let's say. So what about new listings added to the market? What happened to those in March?
Okay, well, new listings added to the market went down over the same time last year. And part of it was the weather. It was pretty bad, and it was discouraging people from listing their homes for sale. Nobody wanted to do anything in March. It's going to take a while for inventory to turn around. And with fewer new listings to replenish the supply, it's making things really difficult for buyers. Okay.
So now, Ann, my last question has to do with the hot topic question, and this seems to be a tradition or a trend that I'm starting to use this because it adds some interesting insight into what the market is. But we asked realtors in our monthly market survey if they're seeing an increase in seller contingencies. But it's that's sort of inside baseball. Could you talk about explain what a seller contingency is first?
Sure, Eric. A seller contingency is when the seller of a home makes the sale of their home contingent on their ability to buy another home. Many sellers are just seeking somewhere to land. They need somewhere to live once their property is sold. So they're making other arrangements. They're either renting an apartment, they're moving in with family. That way they can act quickly when they do find a home to buy. Now, in terms of your specific question, here's what the survey found. Of those who responded, 36%, or roughly a third, reported that seller contingencies are being used less frequently or much less frequently. Another 35%, another third, said that seller contingencies are being used no more or less frequently in this market. And finally, the remaining 29%, or nearly a third, reported that contingencies are either being used more frequently or much more frequently in this market. So essentially, the answer is it's all over the map.
Well, Ann, thank you for going over those explaining seller contingencies and answering that question. That's all I have in this short monthly housing market podcast. I greatly appreciate your time, and thank you again for filling in for Rita this month.
I'm glad to help, Eric. Thank you.